Hi guys, it's Mr. Gonzalez again, here with lesson 25, whole steps, half steps, and inharmonic notes. The main objective of this lesson is to be able to identify whole steps, half steps, and inharmonic notes. Let's go. The distance from any key on a keyboard to the very next key above or below, whether black or white, is called a half step. Here we see a diagram of only some of the half steps that we have at our disposal. Let's take a note. We'll use G for example right now. So, if you go one key to the right, you will be on G sharp, up here as a black key. Now, let's look at F. If we want to find a half step lower to F, we go one key to the left. That key happens to be E. The distance from any key to two notes above or below is called a whole step. Here we see a diagram of some of the whole steps we have available to us. If we want to find a whole step away from C, let's count two keys away. So this is our first key and our second key. D is one whole step higher than C. Likely, if we wanted to find one whole step down from G, we go to the left two keys. So our first key and then our second key. F is one whole step lower than G. The key a half step up from C is C sharp. This key is also a half step down from D and is also known as D flat. Many notes sound the same but are written differently. These notes are called enharmonic notes. And as you can see in our diagram, I have labeled every enharmonic note for you. Let's take a look at some exercises. Our first question is, the enharmonic note for F flat is blank. Let's take a look at F, and to find the flat of F, we go one key to the left. That key is E. Let's look here. The enharmonic note for E sharp is blank. Well, let's start on our E, and to find a sharp, we go one key to the right, so that key would be F. Down here, the question is, the enharmonic note for C flat is blank. Well, we'll go to our C. Normally, there would be a B key right here, so the enharmonic note for C flat is B. Lastly, the enharmonic note for B sharp is blank. Okay, so we'll go to our B, and we gotta go one key to the right. Normally, there would be a C right here, so the enharmonic note for B sharp is C. For our next exercise, we will write the two indicated enharmonic notes on the staff and name the notes below. Let's go. For A, we see a half step above G. So let's look at our chart. Here we have G and we want a half step above. So we go up one key to the right. Our two enharmonic notes are G sharp and A flat. Let's add this right here. Our next two enharmonic notes can be found one half step below F. So we'll go to F, go one key to the left. Our enharmonic notes are E and F flat. Let's add that down here. Next, we are looking for one half step below B. Let's go to our B and then go one key to the left. We're on a black key. This is A sharp or B flat. Here are two enharmonic spellings, and we'll add them down here. And now we're looking for a half step above D. So we'll go to our D. One half step up, we have D sharp and E flat. So these are the two enharmonic spellings we'll add down here. For our next exercise, we will write the indicated notes on the staff and the name of the notes below. If there are enharmonic notes, we will write both. Right here, we're looking for one whole step above G sharp. So we'll go to G sharp right here. Now we move two steps to the right. So 1, 2. we have A sharp and B flat. So we'll add these two right here. Next, we need one whole step below F. So we'll find our F and then move 2 keys to the left. 1, 2. So we have D sharp, E flat. And we'll add these two right here. Now we need a note that is one whole step below A. So let's take a look at A. To find the whole step below A, we go 2 keys to the left, 1 and 2. So a whole step below A is G. Lastly, we need one whole step above E. So let's take a look at E. Now let's move 2 keys to the right. Here's our first key and our second key. So we have F sharp and G flat. So let's add that down here. For our last exercise, we are going to name the notes and indicate whether the distance between each pair of notes is a whole step or a half step. Let's go. Here we see an F sharp and an E. Let's take a look at our F sharp. So we go down 2 keys to get to E. 1, 2. So this F sharp is a whole step higher than E. Here we see a B and a C sharp. So let's look at our B, and then 2 keys over to the right we have C sharp. So our B is one whole step lower than our C sharp. Let's take a look here. We have a C natural this time and a B. So let's look at our C. Normally we would have a B right here. So our C is one half step higher than our B. Now we see our E and our F. Let's take a look at our chart. Our E and F are only a half step apart. So our E is one half step lower than F. And let's look at our last one here. We see a G and an A. If we look at our chart, our G is a whole step away from A. So our G is a whole step lower than A. And that's it for today's lesson, guys. I hope you feel more confident in your ability to identify whole steps, half steps, and enharmonic notes.